The road to $500,000 begins another 9-month journey towards a championship. Where tonight, from iRacing's virtual Daytona International Speedway, we say good evening, sim racing fans, and welcome to year 16 of the eNASCAR Coca-Cola iRacing Series. As always, happy that you're strapped into the virtual seat and along for the ride with us as the number 42 e-racer machine of Logan Clampett takes control as the pace car dives down to pit road. Let's go racing at Daytona.
Chevrolet for the Vegas Inferno and Malik Ray, but he's had a tough route to get to this point after starting 35th. He's been having to climb to the field of the crash, and it is Dylan Duvall, the 199 car to the inside. Several cars tapped in it, and for the first time, we've got a sizable wreck. Lap 19 for the first yellow.
Flag, Kenneth, let's look again at what happened.
And what caused the first yellow of this race, Evan, was the exact cause of many yellows across the clash 2 weeks ago when everyone stacks up here, especially here on the outside. That's the 17 car of Colin Bowden, rather Timothy Holmes, who gets sideways. Dylan Duvall gets stacked up in the middle of traffic, and then there's nowhere for Blaze Crawford to go, stacks into the three, but Cozy was one of the strongest drivers then and finished inside the top 10 1 year ago. So you got to watch for Cozy, who hasn't been in the spotlight, but who has been. Malik Ray shoots up to the high alley in turn 1. They split Connor Euroshack through the middle, and with help from Zach Novak in the number 2 Channel 199 sim racing car, they're trying to take away 4th, and it is an absolute hornet's nest. Cars in the outside wall trying to get Euroshack past.
And at 40, Euroshack has got no friends, in the 2024 eNASCAR qualifying iRacing Series champion is going to go from the penthouse to the outhouse. He was leading last time by the stripe. That car has already scored in 35th, now 36th position. That's all it takes, and he couldn't do anything about it. Malik Ray went high.
Coca-Cola Chevrolet of Casey Kerwin making the move to the Kansas City Pioneers for 2025. And there's a spinner on the back straightaway. It is Ryan Luz that appears down low. And there are several others in there. Bobby Zelensky, Dylan Duvall skirts through the grass. And Ryan Luz are the main man in peril, but we stay green to lap 28. Then that opening pack over the last several laps, they're pulling up like peekaboo at this moment of the race. So with this strategy getting a little more interesting at this portion of the race, with 37 laps to go, Minter and this group are making big time progress, and here comes the main pack into pit road with 37 to go.
Leaders down pit road, you saw some smoke in front of them. That was Dylan Duvall, who pitted with some sort of an issue separate from the race leaders. But they did decide to come down right when the bank opened, and that is a big group of about a dozen cars. Wilson, Alt, Holmes, Keister, Falkenham, Olot and Boson, LaPrade, White, Mullis, Strauss, Kerner, just to name a few. They are all down pit road. Looks like 2-tire calls is the popular one. And now when they cycle back out, look at this big conglomerate. You got to figure this out. You got to get to single file, as the lead car off pit road in this pack is the Sunny D47 of Dylan Alt. But tell you, the eye test watching these cars, Kenneth, they are not as in sync as that lead pack was when they were the lead group. Now, you can look to lap times and square that away quite quickly. Some lap traffic going to be a factor as they yield high to get around the 36 car. That's Kwame Scott, but these cars seemingly not responding. They stay out there. Big check up there, though. Trouble. Cozy sideways in the grass. Back up and onto the racing surface. Is there going to be a caution? Yes, there is.
And that changes everything for that main pack. I was about to say they are peaking at that relative to those 15th on back, where they were about 21.7 seconds off of the main group that was leading this race. You get one caution flag and you turn things around in a big time manner. Cozy with a singles car spin in the tri-oval, and we've got a pivotal yellow inside 33 to go.
So is the hardest thing just you've lost the track position? Sounds like the damage wasn't that bad.
Yeah, it's really frustrating because we spent, we took the first half here to set up for the second half, and, just like that in one moment, it kind of throws all that, work in progress away. So we got a really fast year A eSports Chevrolet here. We're going to take this thing back to the front, hopefully, but yeah, it's gonna be tough. We have it fixed, and we still got some team cars out here. It's going to get real messy here, but I think we got plenty of time.
With 29 laps to go from Daytona, green flag back in the air.
And there's a solid jump to the inside. It's Spire Motorsports' Steven Wilson, Eddie Kerner for 6 Karma making the move down low, and nobody, it appears, is helping Parker White right now apart from the saving grace in a Williams Esports teammate. Outstretched arms for Donovan Strauss. It packs up everybody on the high line, but Dylan in command off turn 2, and here they come up high.
Everybody goes high and leaves the 33 at Taylor Hurst.
4 cars right behind Jimmy Willis on the outside lane, and they are 2 teams represented in one. 6 Karma there with Eddie Kerner and Daniel Falkingham, and the 2 Williams Esports Chevrolets of Parker White and Donovan Strauss. They couldn't make a move, and that's exactly what we saw at the tail end of the clash a couple of weeks ago. They hooked up together, and with ERA Esports, they had a chance at the race win, and so did Williams Esports when they got it with Parker White. But watch where Taylor Hurst is going. Backwards, he picks up help from Michael Cozy Jr. They're still 3 wide, back to turn 1, and Steven Wilson finds a mess of his own in the rearview mirror. You can see the entire line of cars entering the 31 degrees of banking, but when you're in the wheel, behind the wheel of the cockpit in the race car, you can only about see the car's rear bumper right in front of you. And watch this, 3 wide move, Malik Ray punting his way to the front, and they're crashing off turn 4. Cody Bias goes into the inside wall. They bring several others with them. Are the cars going to reverse to the trial? Will they do? Matt Bussel recollects the race car and will stay green with 22 laps to go. It is madness down the inside, and Daniel Falkingham to the race lead in turn 1.
Tobias and Busa get spit out, but for the second time tonight, an incident does not bring a caution flag out, and as we're 3 wide for the race lead, Daniel Falkingham now leads, but without his teammate. That team car down to the inside line, Eddie Kerner working on the bottom.
Now it's about who swings down low, who makes the move to the inside to join the Spire Motorsports Chevrolets. They're going to pick up some help here. That's Blaze Crawford in the Coca-Cola Chevrolet, Malik Ray back in the 1 car for Vegas Inferno, and now here comes Femi. He's ditching his teammate through the middle, but there's no one to help. They're trying to shuffle off turn 2, and no success. Evan Pusoko down the super stretch, inside line, gets an even worse jump off the corner, and they have an even tougher hill to climb, coming to 18 laps to go. And Evan having to get by those lap cars on the outside breeds the possibility of a 3rd lane, and we're 3 by 3, several rows deep. Look at the migration down low for Casey Kerwin and Zach Novak trying to push Steven Wilson. Kerwin wants more to the high side, looking underneath the Chevrolet, facing the Spire Motorsports car to the inside for the lead.
All former champions running 1st, 2nd, and 3rd for the moment. The move to the inside does not work for Kerwin, and the 97 at Tucker Minter does not offer a helping hand. They had way too much speed to shove the 24. They moved high to get around him, and now that 24 at Kerwin, leader at the start-finish line, is 14th by the time we get a half a lap in the books from that point. From the Iowa Speedway. Up front, 2 team cars working opposite each other. The 7 of Olatin Bosin will push Kerwin to the lead, and with an anchor off of the deck lid, Wilson drops out of the top 5.
And there's going to be a mess. They're 4 wide. Blake McCandless is turning to the outside wall. He'll stack some others with him. There goes Blaze Crawford and Brian LaPrade to the outside barrier. Yellow flag with 4 laps to go, and surely we'll kick 2025 off with a bit of overtime.
Femi Olatunbosin with 2 laps left to go. Green flag back in the air. I'm into turn number 3. Pinching down is Urashak, leading the outside line. Olatunbosin slides up. He goes. The 24 gets sideways. Kerwin out of shape. What a save. And here comes Urashak, looking to make this race official. And as they come to the white flag, 1 lap to go.
But Urashak is in the dreaded catbird seat. He is at the mercy of all the moves that can be made. And here they go to the inside. Daniel Falkingham bangs off the Sunoco Chevrolet for the top spot. Steven Wilson behind, and it's Parker White, Zach Novak, and then Urashak to make it 5 cars looking for the win down the super stretch.
A lot of battling outside of the top 6. Are they close enough to make a factor? You got 2 sets of 2. Pushing the 39 of Falkingham is Wilson. Here comes White to the outside. He gets blocked by Wilson. Wilson goes around now. Sideways for Parker White. It's all Steven Wilson. And at turn number 4, the challenges are going to come just too late. And Steven Wilson opens the season with a win in Daytona Beach. As it is Steven Wilson, career race win number 10 NASCAR Series champ is kicking things off in 2025 on the right foot as he held off the defending champ in Parker White. How about that?